The first thing is to extend all the fundamental stuff across the whole bass, you know. So if it's your major scales, make sure you can play them across the whole bass. Don't just get stuck with this shape, you know. Try learn a major scale across 2 octaves. And then the same thing is for triad. So let's say you're learning G minor triad. So many people learn this, or this, you know, or this, and then they kind of like, that's it for minor triad. But try to extend these shapes, you see, across the whole bass. This can be G minor, or inversions, but spread inversions. So like this kind of thing. So you see, I'm playing a triad, but I'm using the whole bass. So just taking classic things, scales, triads, 7th chords is the same. People learn this, you know, 1, 3, 5, 7. But that is G major 7, you know, all across the bass. Those notes are there. C minor 7. It's not just this. So the first thing is learn everything across the whole bass. Don't learn it in one little position. And then the next thing is stop playing it up and down. So like if you're learning a mode and you're playing, let's say, D Lydian. So once you can play D Lydian, stop playing it just up and down forever, you know. Because you said you don't want to be stuck with mundane lines. So instead of doing this with your scales, create new melodies and motifs. So if this was my D Lydian, I'm going to try play something like, now I'm trying to take a motif through the mode. So stop just ascending and descending, you know. Even if you're playing pentatonics, you can apply this, you know. So if you were doing like B minor pentatonic, again, don't get stuck to being like, here's my B minor pentatonic. Learn it across the whole bass. And then again, create melodies inside them that link them. You see? So now I'm not doing this, just running up and down the pentatonic. Now I'm thinking, I'm creating melodies inside these fundamental things. And then what's cool is, when you're playing bass, then all those things will start to come out as new lines and new fills, you know. That's why you have to practice musically, not just running up and down. So take your shapes and stop just ascending and descending them. Just look, how many different ways can I play this? How many melodies can I make inside this? Not how fast can I play this up and down? No. Stop thinking, how fast can I play this up and down? Start thinking, I need to create melodies and motifs with this new kind of blueprint. So this is C major 7, yes, but that is like me making a melody inside this. I'm not just going like this. This is not practicing. This is like you do this for a while to get the shape under your fingers and to hear it and to see it. But once you can do that, why would you just do that forever? Music doesn't really ever exist like that. You talked about pairs with chords. Can you explain that further? Yeah, I think I talk about triad pairs. So let's say you're playing C major 7 chord. Instead of always just thinking of C major 7, you can think of it as C major 7 with a sharp 11. And then you can play C major and D major. So yeah, instead of just, that's like a triad pair. C major and D major is a triad pair that you could play on a C major 7. So instead of just thinking of C major 7, you can think of C major 7, but also think of D major. So C major and D major, and all of the inversions of that. Like that. So yeah, you're just thinking of pairs of triads that work on another chord. So on C major 7, I could also think of E minor and B minor. Those would be another triad pair that could work. C major, and I'm playing B minor and E minor. And it sounds cool. And then you can combine it. C major and D major, E minor and B minor. So now when someone plays C major 7, instead of you always hearing and playing C Lydian or C major 7, you can think of all of those chords. My thoughts on practicing chords. I love practicing chords a lot. I do spend a lot of time practicing chords because then I can hear real harmony, you know. When you play everything separate, like most of the time we do as a bass player, you're hearing single lines, but as a musician, I think you want to be able to hear harmony, which is notes at the same time. So I'm not very good at piano, so I want to work on being able to hear all these things, so I have to learn chords, you know. And then once I learn these chord shapes, then when I play bass, when someone plays C major, I can, instead of always just only hearing a C major scale or C major pentatonic, I can hear all of these sounds. So then when I play, I can use all that stuff. I'm not just stuck to the major scale and major pentatonic, because I've worked on using chords to hear how harmony can change and how you can change the harmony with, if you can hear it.